Hello and welcome to this video. Just a brief one because I obviously didn't start my video in Mallorca because I didn't know how much I was getting and whether it would be 1, 2, 3. It's 2. But yes, this is the second part of our week in Mallorca. You'll find that it's a mixture of camera and phone clips. There's some portraits, so there might be some black lines in there. And yeah, let's make a start and show you what we got up to for the second half of our holiday. Good morning. I'm trying to find a position where you don't see all of our mess. There we go. Eloise and Pete having a melty stick. So this morning, well today is...
Just add Eloise having a melty stick. I would love one as well. But...
so today is another sort of relaxed-ish day. We don't have anything particularly planned, although we are going to head down to the beach now, see how it goes. Eloise has never actually been on the sand. I think she played in a sand pit at nursery maybe, but she's been to a beach, but she's never been on a beach. So we thought we'd take that, and obviously if you saw the preparing for the holiday thing, you know I bought a bucket and spade, and I'm determined to use said bucket and spade so I don't waste the money. Not that it was expensive. So all we have to do is put our feet in the sea and build one sandcastle, and then Mummy's happy. But we'll see how we get on with that. So I'm going to leave my camera here. Pete will have his phone, so I'm sure there'll be a chance for videos on that. But yeah, big news though, we've actually got a top tooth.
Yeah, I do.
It's a long time coming, but finally a top tooth has come through. Yay! Yay!
By the way, if she continues like that with brushing teeth, I'm down for that.
She's been good, has she?
She's well into it.
So yeah, and then, you know, we'll come back lunch nap, and then we'll probably head to the pool this afternoon. So that's our day today. I'll add in clips as and when we get it. I'm developing a massive spot on my chin. Pete has a cold, so, you know, it's going well this holiday.
Cold and cough, yeah.
I mean, the cough is part of the cold.
I guess it is. I always think cold is a nose.
No, it's both. So yeah, Mummy's not getting a lot of sleep, because both Daddy and Eloise make a lot of noise. So that's fun. But determined to have a good day, so. And she seems in a much happier mood, so maybe the better sleep yesterday and the tooth coming through has improved things. That, and she's now used to being holiday mode baby.
Very clear water, isn't it? Yes.
It's Eloise's first time on the sand. Yeah.
Seawater.
This is where she falls over and everything gets really wet. Eloise, Daddy's hand's in the way. Eloise, you're in the sea.
Can't see anything.
Yeah.
Enjoying the sand, Eloise?
She's enjoying herself, but Mummy's not enjoying having sand thrown at her. This is the aftermath of a baby in the sand. Yeah, there I was thinking she'd hate it because she doesn't like the garden. She was well into it, and now they're down there at the sea again. She seemed to enjoy that too. But we are definitely going to have to change clothes. This outfit hasn't lasted very long. Good morning. Today I thought we would walk and talk. So today is, I guess, more Mummy's day. Daddy doesn't get a day because he doesn't organise anything or think of anything in advance. He just goes along with everything else. But today we're heading off into Palma, so we're going to get the bus to Palma. It takes, what, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour? Huh? 40 minutes on the bus to get to Palma, which is obviously the capital of this island. So we're going to see what the delights are there. I originally wanted to go for a walking tour, but we'd have to be there for 11. We may have got there for 11. But it's really awkward for Eloise's timings, what with food. And can you see the cat, Eloise? Eloise's timings and like lunch and all of that kind of stuff. So I found like a self-guided thing. We should be able to at least take in the key sites. There's a bit of spiel on each thing. We might not get the full history or the full idea of it, but we can at least get a flavour as we're there. We'll probably try and find some lunch for us all and all of that kind of stuff as well. Yeah, Pete's still got a cold.
It's slightly better today.
So we used the bus to get to Marineland the other day. It's easy enough, except you do have to fold down your buggies, prams, which for normal people with normal sized prams is fine, but ours is quite big and bulky because obviously we have to contend with the hills of Sheffield. But that's what we're doing. We had a lovely day yesterday, but the evening not quite so much. Had a lovely food, but Eloise wasn't on top form. I was a bit upset by a lot of things. So it was a trickier dinner, but I did finish my book, so swings and roundabouts. But anyway, let's head to Palma and see what that's like. No idea how long we'll be there for. No idea what we'll get up to, but the world is our palm tree, as the truckers would say. There are book fairs.
Right in the middle of it, like a big.
Yeah, this is my kind of festival. It's the Palma Book Fair.
Just all in Spanish.
Yeah, I do. You're playing peekaboo, for lunch. We have some ambient music. Got some bread for Eloise because we've learned our lesson.
Very excited.
And we've got some tapas. I mean, the view isn't wonderful. It is a road with a bus going past. But yeah, nice. I mean, this is what Europe is, isn't it? Roadside dining. she's hungry, but she's got some bread. See if she'll actually eat some with olives in it. Yeah, so we've ordered some tapas. We're in the warm passage. What's this? Eloise is helping me push the pram. She's doing a sterling job. She's now probably trying to get the bottle back out. Well done. Good girl. Can you watch where I'm going with this?
Station.
The bubbles.
Yeah.
So, after her utter joy with the bubbles, she is now asleep. We have walked, we're by the sea, basically, and the cathedral, although not the front of the cathedral, so that's probably where we're going to head to next. I like this part of Palma. This part is very pretty. And we can see at least 3 cruise ships, so it's obviously a cruise ship port. Palma itself, I'm glad we stayed in Palma Nova. I think for us with Eloise and stuff, just having that sort of more, I guess, bucket and spade tourist setup with the pools and the beach and all of that works much better for us. I don't know if you can hear me with the wind. I think if we stayed in Palma, which we did look at doing, we would have struggled a bit more. Letting her run free and roam a bit and all of that stuff and that fun, and also most of them didn't have a pool and that was a big thing for this holiday. But yeah, so she's currently snoozing, which means we can't get back on the bus until she's awake because we obviously have to fold up the pram. But other than that, it's been a good day.
Yeah, there it is. Three, 2, 1.
Whee! Gotta build some momentum first. You ready? Oh, we missed it! Oh no, not again! Yeah! Fell off! It fell off! Daddy will have to get it. Ready? Oh no! Oh no! This one's harder than the other hat. Eloise! these toys for Eloise to play with. And the one thing that has kept her most occupied for the longest time, and just sort of on her own so that we could get other stuff done, is the empty plastic bottles of water. I don't know what the aim of the game is, but she sits there for ages, just playing with the bottles. We are on the yellow course because it's flat, so we can take the buggy. So I think we start here. And they've given Eloise a little plastic hut. And this is where we start.
Pretty good. No pressure. Aww. Leaving that baby over there. We're leaving our baby over there.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You've left our club. Want to get down? Good shot, Eloise. That's a better shot than Mummy's.
Hold that. So that is your pass.
Yeah.
This one?
So close, Eloise.
That's good. Hold on.
Yay! Well done, Eloise.
Get the ball.
Got it. Here's for Daddy.
I was videoing.
So while Eloise is napping, I thought I'd take you to the spa area and show you around here. We've utilised this in her nap, so we've taken in turns. So you can see they've got 4 hot beds that, as you can see, I have to make use of. Next to that they have one of those shower things. I assume it does special things. And then a sauna, and then a hammam or steam room. The end pool here is like a jacuzzi, it bubbles, it's got the sort of showers, and then you have the main pool in the middle, and then at the end you have a cold and hot pool, so the right hand side is cold and then the left hand side is hot. So this is the adult only deck. So there's chairs all along there, obviously the view is really nice, and then there is a pool just at the end there, but I'm not going to go there because there's obviously people in it. But it looks like, it's not an infinity pool, but it's similar to an infinity pool. It's got the glass thing, and then there's a bar just there where those blue chairs are. I thought you might want to see the top deck. So when I came up, I sat in that corner because that's my style, is corners. There are some toilets up here as well, just over there. if you're interested in that. And then, because I can, as there's nobody in it, we're above here, so there are some like bench seating, but that's the main pool. So the circular bit, and I assume that circular bit, both like babies, smaller, and then obviously varying depths of that. And then on the terrace you've got pool, table tennis. There was a hoopla set that me and Eloise sat and played with, but that doesn't seem to be out anymore. And then there's a path just here that leads you to a little beach area there, which is stony, unlike the main beach, which is sandy, which we went to. But yeah, it's worked out to be a really good hotel, and we've enjoyed our stay. But yeah, look at that. So there you have it. That's our trip to Mallorca. Just giving you sort of a flavour of what we did. Obviously I didn't really film much at our dinners. They on the whole went okay. We had one that was a bit problematic where she was a bit upset through it, but on the whole she was pretty good. She was pretty quiet and kept her entertained with various things, mainly plastic bottles. It turns out they're her favourite thing. Please accept my dodgy editing skills at trying to blur children's faces in the bubbles section. The footage of Eloise is far too cute not to put it in, but it also makes it really difficult, so I'm hoping that I've managed to get all of the children's faces blurred. If I didn't, apologies. Not that I expect any of the parents will actually see this, but you know what I mean. Like, if she was on the other foot and Eloise happened to be in someone's footage, I'd hope that they'd blur her face because they haven't had permission from me to do it. Not that, do I mind? I don't know. But I just think it's the right thing to try and do. I just don't think I've done it very well, so apologies if that made it look a bit odd or whatever, but yeah, that's why. Our day to Palma actually was really good in the end. It would have been good to have the walking tour just to get a better feel of what the history of the place was, but as I said in the video, it just didn't work out that way that we could do it. We did end up going to a lot of spots. So we went into the food market and that passage with the bubbles and the music and stuff. I really liked that area. There's like restaurants all there and out in the middle of the seating for restaurants and stuff. The man playing the guitar where she's dancing, I thought Pete had caught it on camera, but at one point he sings about the baby dancing because he'd seen Eloise was joining in, which was really sweet. So yeah, I liked that area, and as I said, I also quite liked the part by the cathedral and the water and all of that. I thought that was really pretty. Would I go back to Mallorca and Palma? Probably, but it's not somewhere that I would rush to. It's sort of one of those, if the deal was sort of the cheapest, then yeah, that's probably where we'd end up. If we went again, I would probably go to Palma Aquarium because that's supposed to be pretty good, and obviously we didn't do that on this trip. Maybe go in the cathedral, don't know. So that kind of stuff. But for what we wanted for our holiday, it worked really well. And I think the highlight was Marineland, just seeing her face and all of that kind of stuff, as Pete said in that first video, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here for you. But as he said, it's rare to find something that just over 1 year old and 2 adults would enjoy together, and animals is our thing at the moment. I did want to include Pete in this clip, but I just never got the time to film with him, so that's why you've just got me. But I did ask him what he thought of the holiday, and he said obviously that it was good, and that mainly that we can do it with Eloise, not that we ever thought we couldn't, but we managed it. I alluded to in that last part in the spa, obviously she has now pretty much just one nap in the afternoon, although she had the odd little snooze on the bus and things like that. But she largely has one long nap in the afternoon now, which is what she's currently doing while I'm sat here. So when she was doing that, we would take it in turns basically to have our own time somewhere. So one of us would sit on the balcony while she was asleep, and then the other one would either... So I went for one of them up to the adults only deck and sat there and read my book, but I also went, it's downstairs, that's why I'm pointing down, to the spa area, which I also showed you. I think Pete, each time he went to the spa, because he likes a steam room and stuff like that, and it was generally quieter, and that seemed to work quite well. We'd sort of just text being like, I'm on my way back, so that you could sort of creep out and creep in kind of thing, and it didn't seem to affect her. So that's how we utilised her nap, and then obviously her evening sleep, although she went down before us. It wasn't that much before me, to be fair, because obviously Pete had the cold, so he kept me up, so I tried to go to bed fairly early to get a bit of sleep before he came in, but we'd both sit on the balcony at that point, which all seemed to work well. I mean, it did mean that we didn't really get a chance to spend some time together on holiday. It was either with her or on our own, but for the next year or so, few years, that's how it's going to be. We'll manage to do that kind of thing again soon. But yeah, really did enjoy the holiday, and the hotel I can highly recommend. It worked really well for us. It's in a really good location. There's a little walk to the restaurants, but nothing too major. And yeah, just lots of good facilities. The room was big enough for us, as I said, I think again in that video, I think it was an accessible room that we were in, but that helped us a lot. The random thing to mention, but the TV channels, they had like BBC One, ITV, but for us they had CBeebies, and Eloise has never really watched CBeebies, but we watched a fair bit of CBeebies this holiday. So yeah, all of that was good, and we just had a really nice time, and we've got some lovely photos of that now. But yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video and our trip to Mallorca, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do go ahead and subscribe. Normal stuff will be coming your way. No imminent plans for trips, but who knows. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!